Caibel the strategist here, and today we are playing some more Escape from the POCONG version 3. This is a map I found on mcpel.com. You can find the link to it down in the description below. And I hate that block, hold on. I hate that block of like missing textures. So I'm just gonna switch it over to fancy real quick. Hope you guys don't mind. But yeah, no. I found this map on mcpl.com. It is based off of an Indonesian myth about the Pocong. And if you don't know what the Pocong is, the Pocong is basically a person who died and was buried improperly. As in, they had their how will they say this? Their, the cord that wrapped around their head to bind the cloth and whatnot to it wasn't cut properly, or at all. As such, they came back and haunted the people that were supposed to cut it until they do. Usually, the ritual for burial in Indonesia involves basically covering someone in a shroud or cloth or whatever, usually like a linen sheet or something you would use for burials, basically, and basically just tying it around the top of their head. And before you're supposed to bury them, you're supposed to cut this rope that binds it all together. And if you don't, the myth is that the person will come back to life, inhabit the body, and basically haunt everyone. As such, to avoid this, you have to cut the rope. But not every time. But this doesn't happen all the time. Like, the rope doesn't get cut all the time. As such, you get the Pocong, essentially. And it's not necessarily a good thing when this happens. Like, if a Pocong comes to your door and you don't know what is supposed to happen, then Fedbook says that you did not do something you were supposed to do. As such, you have to go out and basically find the body and like cut the cord off the top of its head to release the spirit. And the reason this is because it thought that the spirit had gone trapped within the body because you didn't cut the cord, basically. That's what that is supposed to be. And I'm pretty sure that's it for it. If anyone else is from Indonesia and knows about this, put down the whole thing in the description below, so everyone knows what the frick I'm talking about and what this map is about. Also, just so everyone's aware, all the text in this is in Indonesian, so I won't be able to read it very well, and neither will you. Unless you're Indonesian, then more power to you. But so far, this is kind of it. I just got into this house, like, this episode, because I couldn't find the particles last episode that I was supposed to find. But, yeah, that's it. Not much really happened in between this episode and the last, besides for maybe a few updates to the overall game itself. Basically, Minecraft had a few updates. Not sure what it was about because I didn't really get anything like special from the updates. They just kind of made new updates. But yeah, that's pretty much it from what I can tell. And not much else I can really see from the update. And it is hot in my room. I am sorry. It is the middle of summer and it is nighttime and it's hot in my room. And I don't know why. I really don't know why it's hot in my room. Like, it is freaking cold. Or not cold, but freaking humid. I might turn on the fan just a little bit. To cool myself off. But not, like, get in the way of the overall recording. So, you guys can still hear me, and I can still be cool. And it can cool off the room a little bit. Which is hugely helpful. Cooling the room off is actually very helpful. I also don't know where any of the keys are, because clearly we're supposed to find some keys. Because nearly every door in this place is locked. Except for, like, the bathroom and other rooms, I guess. But, like, the 3 doors in the back are kind of just locked. I don't know what we're supposed to do or what we're supposed to find in any of these rooms. Because clearly it does not say what we were supposed to find. And clearly I do not know what I'm supposed to be doing. Also, doesn't help that I'm on a new phone still. Like, I'm still using my new phone. I still have my old phone too. It just doesn't have a SIM card in it anymore. I took out the SIM card. Which, is fine. I mean, it just means I can't use, like, data. Which is fine. I can still use the, other stuff in it. Which is totally fine. Like, I can still access, like, everything else. Which is fine. And I like the mirror they made with the banners. And stuff. Like, that mirror is actually really good. It's cartoony, but really well done. And we need to find the door to unlock. And there we go. So, clearly we have to find keys, as you just saw. I found a key and unlocked this room. But we also have to find out where those keys are. And what rooms they go to. And it's not like every room is going to have like a sign on it that tells us where. So we're just going to have to do process and error and figure it out. But yeah, so far these keys are hard to find or use because I can't read Indonesian very well. And hello Pocong. I do not know the Pocong's name, so I don't know what else to call them except for the Pocong. But so far, this is kind of it. And I've seen the Pocong before. I believe another map creator group made a similar map called Escape from the Pocong, which was in a graveyard. So that was kind of similar to this, and there's more to this area than what I can see. I already know there is. And like I thought, more to the area. Freaking, I always trust your intuition about things. Like, if something seems off to you, do not ignore it. Actually try and figure out what is off. Like, what about the room is off? Like, what is supposed to be there and what isn't? Because if you can do that, then you have a lot going for you. Especially in maps like this, where, like, it's a horror map and everything seems just slightly off from normal. Because normally, there's not a freaking walking corpse going around trying to kill people. normally. But we are not in a normal place, I guess, to where it would allow us to not see a Pocong. Also, I don't know if I'm even saying it right. Like, Pocong, I'm saying it with, like, an American accent, sort of. And yes, every culture, or every, like, country has an accent. It's just, to you, you don't. So, for instance, for me, I don't sound like I have an accent. But I know I have an accent because, A, other English-speaking countries do not sound like me. Like, at all. Like, for instance, someone from the UK will sound British. They don't necessarily sound American. Or someone from Spanish will sound like they're from Spain. They'll speak more Spanish languages, and they'll speak with a Spanish accent. I speak with an American accent. Or here's an even better one. Canadians have a different accent than than those that live in the US. That is a known fact. So, when you talk to someone from Canada and someone from America, you can tell them apart easily. Even if they are twins, you can still tell them apart. Purely because of how they sound. And this is actually a trick I was able to use, like, for twins back when I was, like, in high school, because we had, like, 2 sets of twins. One set of twins was from one family, and another set of twins was from another family. One of the twins was nearly identical to each other. They looked alike, but they also sounded different, in a way. They also had, like, different body types as well, which I noticed. For instance, one twin would sound more, I guess, higher pitched than the other, while one twin would sound more lower pitched, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Both these sets of twins were actually, like, really nice to people, if not a little. They also, I guess, like, one of the twins, the ones that were nearly identical to each other, had a bit of kleptomania. Which, if you don't know what kleptomania is, it is the impulse to steal things. That's it. You have a urge or impulse to steal whatever is in front of you. And it's not necessarily a thing they choose to do. It's more of, like, it's an intrusive thought. They feel the compulsion to do it, and so they do. Well, these twins would both steal things. And sometimes for no reason. Like, for instance, they once stole some fish food despite not having fish at their house. Like, neither of them owned a fish. Yet, both of them would try to steal fish food from I believe, the teachers' rooms, from the classrooms, I guess you would say. And it was noticeable that they would do this because, you're in a school filled with people. You're gonna get caught stealing. The only way you wouldn't get caught is if no one actually saw you steal it. But here's the thing, they walked down the hallway with it. In full view. They weren't great at stealing, period. Basically. They had the compulsion to steal, but they weren't great at stealing, if that makes sense. So they were always caught with, like, this thing of fish food. And that wasn't the only thing they tried stealing. There was a bunch of other things. And that is the Pocong. Why is it down here? Why is the Pocong in the freaking sewers? I guess it's trying to stop us? Or something? Which, if it is, then it kind of just failed. Because I was able to get past it by using the vines a little bit. And that is Pocong hit. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, so being in this room hurts us. Being in that room with that head hurts us. Good to know. We'll heal because we have, like, food and stuff. But that was weird that we got to meet a Pocong head for no reason after getting past the Pocong. I'm guessing this is, like, the way some of the cultists got out. I also want to know, like, how did they summon this Pocong exactly? Because the way you summon a Pocong is not through ritual. At least not traditionally. So either this isn't a true Pocong, or this is a true Pocong, but the ritual was just coincidental, if that makes sense. They didn't actually summon a Pocong the way you would. They summoned it, or rather, they didn't summon it the way they think they did. They summoned it basically by just having someone killed and not doing the proper burial. Which, kind of a dick thing to do in general. Like, someone's dead. The least you can do is give them a proper burial. Like, for real. A proper burial is the least you can do for a dead body. And I'm pretty sure I missed something back here somewhere. Not exactly sure where. I don't think I'm supposed to come down this far without something. Because very clearly there is something missing that I need. In the head of the Pocong. And there's an... Why is there an opening right there? Ow, 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 ow. Ow, ow. Okay, so clearly there is command blocks. And that thing would kill me if I stayed in there very much longer. Not exactly sure what I'm supposed to do here. But yeah, that head is deadly. Just in general, that head is deadly. And I think I need to go back the other way. Because I'm not sure where I'm supposed to be going or what I'm supposed to be doing. But I also need to regen my health. Because that head will kill me if I go in there. And I don't want to die. So, please just regen to full very quickly. So, yeah. This is kind of annoying. Because now I have to go back all the way. That means avoiding the Pocong again. This time from the other direction. And freaking find what I missed in the last area. Hello, Pocong. I don't know if it's a man or a woman. Like, I don't know what the gender of the Pocong is. And I think that's by design. When the myth was made, like, they made it so you couldn't tell what gender they were. Making it nearly hard, or nearly impossible to, like, identify them. And identify which you would have to, like, do the proper burial rites for. Also, just not doing the proper burial rites for a dead body is just really lazy and a dickish thing to do. I'm sorry for my cursing, but it's just true. Like, not doing the proper burial rites is just not right and kind of lazy. Like, this person died. The least you can do is, like, finish the burial. Or do it properly. Here in the US, basically burials are relatively straightforward. Like, you have a wake, like, you can view the body and whatnot. And then you bury it in a coffin, presumably. Or you have it cremated. It's relatively straightforward. There's not really much fanfare in it. Though, don't get me wrong, like, burials of people are relatively, I guess you would say respectful is the way I would say it. But, like, it's very mournful. Also, here in America, you're not allowed to break a funeral procession. Like, you're not allowed to break the line of cars in a funeral. And anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!